Hi everybody, I'm Richard Hyde from the University of Nottingham, and I'm here to tell you about testing the intelligibility of credit information through the Amplifi AI tool, a collaborative product with Dr. Sarah Sabigan of Amplifi Global, funded by the UKFin Plus network and the EPSRC. In this project, we tested technology that is used to simplify wording in financial agreements in order that businesses can comply with the requirements of the Consumer Duty. The Consumer Duty requires that businesses who provide financial products put their consumers first, which includes meeting their information needs, making sure that information is likely to be understood, and equipping consumers to make decisions that are effective, timely, and properly informed. We also looked at how agreements could be laid out in order to increase transparency and consumer understanding. We used a credit card agreement as our case study. We took the section of the credit card agreement that focused on cost to the consumer, for example, interest rates, and turned this into a layered consumer journey. From our previous work, we knew that consumers found it difficult to understand some of the information contained in this section of the agreement. So we sought to provide new mechanisms to enhance their ability to comprehend this information. Examples of this supportive technology include calculators, explainers, and summaries. We tested the original and redesigned credit agreement in two ways. First, we undertook a survey using Prolific, where consumers were asked to read both agreements. Second, we interviewed a number of users of the layered credit card agreement. The results demonstrated that the agreements that had been simplified using amplified technology and laid out in a layered manner were preferred by users and led to better results when users were asked questions designed to test their comprehension by using the Amplifi multi-level comprehension framework. Overall, 84% of participants preferred the digital layered version. Participants valued the digital layered format because it allowed them to locate information quickly and reduced their cognitive load. Participants who identified as vulnerable showed a particularly significant improvement in their comprehension. The supportive mechanisms introduced in the layered version were seen as useful, with particular praise given to the calculator. A trend that was apparent from the data was that younger consumers, aged between 18 and 24, were particularly likely to struggle with financial information. These consumers often lack confidence, particularly in circumstances where they were required to use information given in the agreement to understand the consequences of particular actions. Therefore, these consumers required particular support, with the agreement needing to give them confidence, as well as providing the information necessary to govern the relationship between the credit provider and consumer. Working with Amplifi Global enabled this research to be a true collaboration between business and academia. The work feeds directly into Amplifi's product development and into policy discussions around the future of the regulation of consumer credit. Whilst the research has found some really important and interesting insights, there is further work to do, particularly on how to ensure that vulnerable consumers, including those aged between 18 and 24, are able to understand the information given to them in all financial agreements. Thank you so much for listening.